Well, with Norwegian Cruise Lines, because that was a rather large project, they said paint whatever you want. We know we'll love it. And I thought that gave me a lot of freedom and leeway, whereas other people have said, well, I want a picture of, pictures of my island of Japan. And I'll go over there and they'll say, just paint anything. I like a beach and the water. So I'll go out there and get a little sunburned and I'll paint from a boat some island off the shore, something like that. But there's so many different people, like portraits. Sometimes people want portraits of themselves or their families, an occasional animal, a puppy dog that has passed on, or things like, different members of their family. Whatever people like, it's hard for people to understand that you can paint whatever you see, and that you can paint in any style, basically. If I cannot, then I would say so. But some of the things I might comment, well, this looks so simple, and they'll go, well, gee, can't be, you must not be the one, because it's a very flat, sometimes I'm thinking of one particular person, very flat style, where there wasn't much depth or graduation of color. So I think it's just hard for people to understand that it's like someone who plays piano. Some musicians play a number of instruments, and they play them well, some fairly well. I think that's the same type of thing with art. If you show me something that you like, maybe even a poster, you'd like an original. Somebody wanted a copy of a Picasso that was 10 feet by 10 feet. And so I don't like to do that type of thing. I don't like to copy masters. But, I went ahead. I was financially needing some income, and it was a friend. So in such case, you write Anna after Picasso. I don't think I ever even signed it, but I did it for the person because they wanted the original. And I have seen the original in a museum. I liked it. It was an interesting one piece I really actually grew to like. And I've done a couple by Frank Benson. There was a clinic in Japan, an herbal clinic, where the doctor asked if I would give her something that would encourage her clients, her patients, sitting in the waiting room. And also a dentist asked me to do his whole office, all of the different cubicles and the waiting room. And also I did some paintings for hospitals. And the lady who owned the herbal practice said that because of the lighting, I suppose, that the art glowed. And it's the Impressionist style. It can be very soft and very bright in a soft way and encouraging. And she said that it had, such type of art had healing properties, and she really liked it. And I only asked her for a donation. And at first she gave me $3,000, and then her friend said that she was cheating me, and she sent me another $2,000. I was really surprised because I just painted, because a lot of the work for like hospitals I've done for free, or nearly for free, or I've lent art to hospitals also for several years, large paintings that I couldn't keep in my house when I had them. Now most of that work has been sold, but or given away. I've also sold art at raffles for charities, for women and children's shelters, and for orphanages. I've given art to the orphanages where I've worked in the Caribbean, in South America. I think I did also, I did some work when I was in Palestine. I was awarded a trip to Palestine for painting, which I donated to a school, actually a YMCA school, and donated some art for sale to an orphanage that I visited for about 18 years in Japan, and played with the kids, taught them English, and did artwork. And they sell the art sometimes, and it goes to, you know, the needs of the children. I just like to paint whatever I can see. Some things beg to be painted, as my elder son Sam has said, and those are the things I paint when I have the time. So I'm looking a little bit for investors to paint more, focus more on painting or commissioned work. And I do impressionist painting like Gauguin or Monet, that style a lot. I also like Japanese painting. I've done some Japanese screens, panels that are connected, and painting with Japanese rock pigments called iwa enogu, and it's mixed with whale glue or with acrylic polymer glue and applied on gold leaf that's glued to handmade papers. And then there are several panels that are put together, and I've done a few of those too, which has been really fun. Sometimes the materials are ground up semi-precious stones that are also mixed with glue and painted onto the gold. So that's been really fun. I've learned a lot in Japan. My children both are now adults, and they both speak Japanese. My grandson is part Japanese. There was a time that I traveled around the Pacific Islands, hitchhiking a bit with my sons, from Samoa to Tonga and Western Samoa on cargo ships. It was fun. I think the Pacific Islanders are very beautiful, lovely people, and I'm sure that my love for their looks and appearance has been influenced by Gauguin. I love the Japanese people. I've lived there 20 years. So I've always wanted to travel around the islands again and paint, whereas before I didn't have the money for the materials or the time, because I was a single parent at that time, and I had two very wonderful sons to inspire and teach and keep, provide activities for. And they were very understanding and helpful. But so I've been painting more since they've become teens and grown up. So I hope to go around the Pacific Islands, but so many Pacific Islanders come to Hawaii that there are a wealth of scenes and people right here close to my home. So that's an encouragement to me. I don't have to spend so much traveling. And I also do paint Japanese, Japanese people and scenes, and wherever I am. When I go to the mainland, I was there last month. I'll be there again next month. I paint whatever people ask me to paint, whatever scenery is lovely. I love sunsets, but whatever, anything and everything, still life, landscape, dreams and visions. Sometimes people have some sort of area of the world that they want a painting of, and I travel to that area and I paint it. And the airfare and stuff is included in the fee. Sometimes I just do it for the trip, and I don't make anything over and above the costs that I have an adventure.